Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. So, since last episode, I've done just a little bit of stuff around the base. I've been making steel. I did add this. You may have seen this in the thumbnail for the last episode. I added it shortly after. But transfer node with fluids, because we had some extras of those, and it's just pumping out the creosote, which this is filled up now, and you can see there's some backed up in there. I did make quite a bit of coal coke, and yeah, so we are crafting blocks of steel. One more and we'll have enough of these to craft the tool forge. And I did get the seared bricks made up, so this is all ready to go. I just need that fifth piece of steel. I went ahead and threw in a couple extra blocks because we're going to make some steel seeds before too long, and I've been working on kind of emptying this out because I had just a bunch of junk in here that I didn't need. And then I also worked on increasing the number of seeds, the coal seeds that we've got, and you can see that they go all the way down through here, and I've got 2 on that next one, so 22 coal seeds so far. So I had to get more prosperity shards. I actually got more. I dumped them in that chest. Whenever I went into the nether and I was mining for a little bit, I did find some nether prosperity ore, which is pretty much the same thing. It gives us prosperity shards. And then I've also got quite a bit of prudentium that's building up. I was actually considering going ahead and making like an inferium sword blade today, because that's actually a little bit better than manulin, but I don't... Even though I've got a lot of essence building up, there's other things that I want to spend that essence on. I don't really want to waste it on a sword blade for just a little bit of damage difference. If I was going for like superium or supremium, maybe. It's a bit of a difference there. But I think for right now we're just going to go with manulin. I did mine up a bit of cobalt and ardite between episodes, so we've got a decent amount of that. I also found some nether amethyst, and I found some of that benatite from extreme reactors, but it doesn't have any use in this pack. So I mined it up, and I kept mining it up just because it's not super common, but we don't really have much use in that. I did spend... There's somebody at my door here. There we go. Okay. Oh, the Tech Reborn trees. The Tech Reborn rubber trees. They're the ones that just randomly kind of spawn nodes. So I went over there earlier and they had like 6 nodes on this one and like, I think 5 on the other or something like that. They do randomly just kind of spawn nodes on them. So just a heads up on that. Even if they don't have a lot of nodes, chances are they'll be fine if you just give them some time. So but yeah, I got a bit of cobalt and ardite, so we're gonna go ahead and start off. I actually need to let me throw a couple pieces of I've got all this like just junk in here. I'll tell you what. Let's just remove that so we can clear out all the stuff that's in here. I'm gonna throw in a couple pieces of brass, and let me actually... These here, I'm going to go ahead and just make... It's not enough to upgrade the smeltery, but we're going to start building it up a little bit. One thing I need to make really, really quick is... Let me get some cobble, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and make ourselves just a few pieces of compressed sawdust. We need some more blank patterns. Oh, and by the way, between episodes, I did... one shop reward that I did pick up was the prosperity shards. Because I needed more. And I ended up, I found some in the nether, but at the time I didn't have any, and I had to make a new infusion crystal because our other one broke. So I did pick up some more of those, but let's go ahead and get ourselves a large sword blade pattern. I definitely want this. And we'll grab that, and we're just going to make a mold for that real quick. That's, okay, it just takes one. Okay, so there's that. And then let's go ahead and let's toss in... Oh, let's see. We're going to need 6 ingots of cobalt for the new pickaxe head. And then this is 16 for the large sword blade. So, and it is 1-to-1, so we're going to need to get ourselves 8 cobalt and 8 ardite. Okay, and our cobalt is done. The cobalt for the pickaxe head anyways. There we go. There's our ardite. Okay. Okay, so we'll be able to upgrade our pick to Cobalt, which is a pretty good level. I wouldn't mind also getting like a Cobalt Shovel and Cobalt Hatchet, maybe. Which those are, I believe those are also 6. Yes. Or if we just want to go ahead now and just move over to the Maddock. Because, you know, we've got that Maddock that we made. I think it's upstairs. I don't know if I want to just move on to that one. Or just stick with the 2 different ones. Well, we've actually got just enough Cobalt. Oh, do I want to do that? I'm gonna hold off for just a second. Before I commit entirely to that. Let's go ahead. There is our Cobalt pickaxe, which is a Cobalt mining level. And it's going to be a bit faster. So, yay. There's that. And our steel should be done. It is. Let's go ahead and grab that. And I'd like to start moving into steel seeds, which is going to be wonderful. So, oh, wait, what? What am I missing here? Oh, wait. Duh. By the way, I did crush down the rest of that bio stuff that we had, whatever it's called. The slimy biomass. I did crush down the rest of that. I do need to make some more of that. I was going to make some more of it, but I had just set some stuff to compost for fertile soil, so I didn't end up... I haven't switched that over yet. Okay, so there is our tool forge. Yay. Okay. And we'll just toss this down. I'm going to pull up the tool station. We no longer need this. And we'll have the tool forge instead. And by the way, one thing I need to do is, let me actually grab like this crafting station. Let's move it over to right here, and that way we can tab through all of this stuff. This tool station, I'll just set it right over here for right now. I'll probably just trash it or use it as like furnace fuel or something. Okay, now in addition, we need to make a couple more patterns. We need to make... I've got the tough tool rod pattern, but I need to make the hammer head. And then the hammer also requires that we have... okay, 2 large plates. I didn't think we needed a large binding, but I wanted to make sure. So there's that. Now we can, let me drop that into there. Now we can just click over here and switch them. So let's grab a large plate and a hammerhead. And let me get one more piece of brass, actually. We'll go ahead and pour that out. We've got our manualin ready to go. So let's go ahead and just pour that manualin out. And we'll get our manualin sword blade, and then the hammer, I'm actually probably going to make it, actually this tool station, we're going to hold on to this thing. We're going to take it with us. Oops. Ah, you die. By the way, I did upgrade the, this has 108 out of 144 on sharpness now. So that's good. So let's go ahead, throw that in there. Let's go ahead and make it an even 144. So it's got a 9 attack at the moment, which isn't too bad, but we're about to really buff it up. So now technically the katana takes 2 sword blades. So we could put something else on there for effects. I don't really have a ton of options at the moment. But let's grab that. And then let me get the mold being poured for this. The molten brass that we need. And the hammer, I'm actually thinking about just making it out of cobblestone, because the nice benefit to this is we can repair it. Well, the only thing is I'm not getting as much cobblestone. So maybe something with a half-decent durability wouldn't be a bad idea for the hammer. But anyways, our sword, we can go ahead and upgrade this to the Manualin Inferium Katana. 9.97 attack. Yeah, and it's actually the same if I put it first, so it's the Manualin Inferium Katana, or if I put it second, so it's the Inferium Manualin Katana. So, yeah, we'll just leave it. We'll do Manualin Inferium Katana. That'll be fine. And then I can put another blade on there. So I tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead. We're going to need, how much for this? 16? Which I do have a little bit of prosperity shards, so we can pull this off. Let me grab some iron, and let me get these right here. I actually need a little bit more prosperity shards to get the base essence ingots. I need 2 more. Let me go mining real quick. We're going to do this. We're going to, because I would like to keep prosperity on there, because what prosperity does is it gives us a small chance to get prosperity shards when we use that tool. So in the case of the sword, whenever we kill stuff, we have a chance to get prosperity shards. And I wouldn't mind having, I wouldn't mind keeping the prosperity on this, but maybe getting something that's a bit better, because Inferium is only, the Inferium Swordblade is only a 4.5 attack, whereas the inferior, or the Intermedium, right? Yeah, Intermedium. Intermedium is a 9.23. So it's actually even better than Manulin. And at first I was thinking about not getting it, but yeah, maybe we should get that. Take that. So I just have to find a little bit of prosperity shards. There's a chest. It's a mimic. Usually whenever you see like random chests just lying around like that, they're going to be mimics. Usually. Okay. Mimic orb. Yeah, we'll take that. I really don't need string. But I need to make sure, I'd like to keep that prosperity chance on there, because that's the one thing that I'm always short on is prosperity ore. And I mean, it's not like I can make prosperity seeds. Having that prosperity chance on the sword, it's definitely going to be helpful, because there is that small chance that we'll get some prosperity on it. So, or on, you know, anytime we use a tool that has it. It would really be good for like our shovels or something. Later on I may look to add that, to the shovels and stuff like that. But let's see. For right now, let's go ahead. There's 7 of those, and then we're going to upgrade these. Oops. Realistically, I've got a lot of this essence. So there's 14 of those. Okay, and there's our Prudentium ingots, and then we just need, we need a lot of Intermedium. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to work on getting this, but I still need a lot more essence. So, to be fair, though, I've been using a lot of my essence for making coal seeds, so, you know. I don't think I have any, no, I don't really have any better ingots, so. That's something for us to work towards. As far as the hammer goes, I'm going to put this large sword blade away. I don't need this right now. The hammer, I am going to make it out of something. Well, actually, you know what? I'm probably just going to go ahead and make it out of cobalt. Well, I can't afford cobalt. I don't know if I should go mine a little bit more cobalt. I mean, I generally like making my hammers out of cobblestone. But cobblestone's not necessarily what I'm going to be mining. Well, I guess I could use my... But it feels like such a waste when I'm needing it for building. Okay, I just did a quick mining trip, and I got 2 more cobalt, so we should be good on that. Let me go ahead and get this ready. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. Well, the tool rod I'm probably just going to make out of wood. I like the ecological, because if I recall, like... Let's check something here. The unbreaking, or it's the, I'm sorry, the reinforcement modifier. Ferroboron, Triberium, Rune of Earth, hard carbon. It's going to be a little while. Plus we need compressed obsidian to make the reinforcement modifier. The mending moss, which I don't really like wasting a modifier for that. The mending moss is, aside from the Rune of Earth, which technically... A little bit of Botania, we could make that. I don't think it is... it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but it's not terrible to make. But no, I think I'm going to stick with the ecological for now on the tool rod itself. And I was carrying this because originally I was thinking about making the hammer out of cobble, because I do generally like doing that, but... In this pack, since I'm actually out to get, cobble. I don't know. I'm not going. I don't think I'm going to do that, because you have to repair it constantly, and I think I'd rather just go for more durability and just let it kind of ecologically repair itself. I think would be better. So, there's the wooden tough tool rod. We'll drop that into there. Now we need to figure out what we want on the plates, which generally the plates, they're basically just modifier boosters. They do have some durability that they can add and stuff like that, but I've got to figure out... Honestly, I think I would like to get prosperity on them. Oh, but how many... It's 8 materials. I'm not going to have the prosperity shards. I could buy some, though. Let's do that. Let's buy some prosperity shards. I don't use my my shop coins all that often anyway, so if I recall it was a gold coin that was like 9 silver and 9 copper or something like that. There we go. Okay, so we're up to 38 prosperity. And I'm just gonna make the I'm just gonna make it out of Inferium. It's not all that important that we have it like super good. So, and I said it was 8. Yes, 8 material for that. Our hammerhead's just about done. That's perfect. I actually have 8 iron ingots, so. There we go. There's our base essence, and then we'll just upgrade this. Just for the effect. Later on, I may upgrade it, but for right now, I just want the chance to get prosperity is what I want. So then we'll, actually, I can't just make this in the part builder, can I? I don't think I can. No. Okay, so that's one of them out of the way. Let me go ahead and switch this. Large plates. There you go. I've got 2 modifiers on the sword. I'm half tempted to put more sharpness on it. Let's see. Let me go grab some more nether quartz. I'm going to put some more sharpness on this. The more damage, the better. So, I will say that whenever we get the intermedium on there, it's going to really help it out. But we're up to 10.92 attack. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And we've got sharpest. We have 2 more tiers of sharpness to put on it. So, okay, and then for the last large plate, I don't know if I want to put just paper on there so we have writable. Instead of doing the wooden tough tool rod, I'll tell you what we could do, which I think would be a little bit better. If we did living wood. Okay, it has to actually be living wood. But I need 8. Let me make up some more living wood because it's got the passive buff. I don't know, I wouldn't mind getting auto smelt, but it takes so much blaze powder to get it. That I think I'm going to pass on that for right now. I don't have the blaze powder for that. If we had like steel leaf is good, but or fiery. I'm going to go with paper for now. Paper's good because you can always change it out later on, and it does give you that extra modifier starting out, which a lot of times is quite good. And luckily sandstone's not an issue anymore, so I'll go ahead and make a bit of paper. There we go. And then I got this running because instead of using the wooden tool rod, we're going to go with living wood tool rod. Because we can make that now, and really I need to upgrade my other tools that, like my katana, to the living wood. It's just, if I recall, it's just slightly better. It's got an added effect. I can't remember what it is. I want that. Yeah, it's got botanical and ecological. So let's throw that in there. Let's throw... Oh, I need to make the paper large plate. Increases the amount of modifier slots. The effect stacks greatly. So that's what botanical does. So we're going to have 5 modifiers on this hammer starting out between the writable and the ecological. And I think the durability on it is slightly a little bit better maybe. But we've got 1070 durability, and it's going to slowly renew itself. Mining blocks increase your speed as long as you keep going. Makes your tool or weapon randomly drop prosperity shards. And more wards, more modifiers. So, which I think, if I recall, the better the prosperous. So you've got like, you know, inferium prosperous compared to intermedium prosperous. Intermedium is going to be a bit better, and then, you know, it's going to get better and better. So once we get that on our sword, we should be pretty good. Now I can switch these up if I want. It's not going to make any real difference on the stats. I'm just kind of looking at the way it looks, which one I want to go with. That'll be fine. We'll go with that. And really I should do on this tool rod, let's go ahead and upgrade this as well. So right now we have one extra modifier. Now we have two modifiers going with the living wood. So now that we can make that, it's definitely worth doing. So there we go. And really I should do it on these as well. So we'll go ahead and make 3 of those. Yeah, if you put it on the headpiece though, the headpiece will get 2, botanical 2, whereas the extra is only going to get botanical. So something to bear in mind. But basically we can just add a free modifier to all of these by switching over to that. And we still get the effects of our wood rods, which we're going to keep those for a while. Okay, so now we're in pretty good shape. All these are upgraded, and we have a hammer, which is great. It mines in a 3x3. It's got kind of bad mining speed, but it'll get better. I might go ahead and toss some redstone on it. I think it's 50 redstone per level. Yeah, it's 50 per level, so... we're up to a mining speed of 8.13. This has got a mining speed of 20.07. Yeah, let's throw one more level. I can go mining for more redstone. That's not an issue. Yeah, we'll be 2 off from being filled on that, so... that'll be good. That's gonna be, yeah. That's not bad. Okay. And I actually got quite a few modifiers on these. I'm going to have to add stuff. But I do want to get Silk Touch on this. But if I recall, the Silky Jewel was a little bit expensive. Kind of. I mean, we can make the glass lens. We can make luminescence. The Emeritic Crystal is the only bad part of this. And then we can just find these. And then this isn't that bad. So technically we could probably pull this off if we could find an Emeritic Crystal. Which I do think that they can spawn from... Aha! We have one, actually. So do we want... Yeah, let's go ahead and go for Silk Touch, because then I can mine the blue schist and not have to smelt it, which is going to cut out a lot of my coal usage, which definitely makes it worth it. So let's go for that. Because I've actually got... oh, you know what, though? I think I remember seeing... right over there. Yeah, right over here. Let's go on a little... let me sleep first. I think I saw some ancient dust. I think. Because I was wandering through the woods the other day and I came across, since Dynamic Trees was removed, a lot of the Great Wood Tree, and Thaumcraft was removed too, but the Great Wood Trees are pretty much gone, but their chests are still there. And I looked in a chest, I didn't have any inventory space, and I just marked it so we could come back later and get it. And, I think there was ancient dust in there. It was like whenever I was building... Oh, whoops. Water, please. There we go. Okay, it looks like that steel's done. It's going to be a while before I make any tier 4 seeds, I can already tell you. Even tier 3s are still kind of expensive up until we get some kind of auto farming or something going. But, yeah, there's a chest over here that I came across. Because it was one of those that had, like, you know, the spider... and the spider spawner, and I broke the spider spawner that was sitting there. All these places that have like holes in the ground, that's where dynamic trees were. So, which also means we get saplings now whenever we break trees. I'm kind of glad that I like dynamic trees, but I don't like the whole like you get a nut and then you have to make this. It's just like another step for the sake of being another step kind of a thing. But right in here. Yeah, see, we've got 2 ancient dusts. We also got a couple inferium plates, germanium, lithium, ancient dust, enderium ingot, Pally's crystal, smite 5. That's actually kind of nice. Yeah, I'll take the fish too, whatever. So there's 2 of those. We're in pretty good shape now. That way I don't have to use my only majestic ingot that I found. I mean, these can't be crafted. I don't think they have to be found in dungeons, but I like exploring, and we're going to be doing a lot of exploring. I know I've had requests for exploring, but I can't really explore. There's that big tower over there. I want to go in there, but weapon and armor first. Get that sorted, then we'll go exploring. Because otherwise we're just going to go die for no reason. So, okay, and these have Curse of Vanishing, by the way. Which technically these don't. I don't know if I'd rather use the ancient dust or the majestic ingot. Oh, we could actually make climbing claws. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the majestic ingot. Ancient dust. We're gonna need this stuff too, but I'd rather hold on to that. So, okay, so I put an emeritic crystal in there, didn't I? Or did I not put that? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I've got to go get redstone because I used I used the last of my redstone on the hammer, and I need a piece. Okay, and I'm gonna need. Can I do this? Yes. Okay. Good. I'm gonna need 8 of the silky things, the silky fabric things. So there we go. And then I need the luminescence, and then I need the glass lens, which I can just aquamarine living rock. Glass panes. Let's pop over to here. There's actually a chest I wouldn't mind checking out, because there was that trap chest that we passed when we were out getting rock crystal, which I need to go down and mine up some of this rock crystal. I haven't because I just haven't been doing a lot of astral sorcery right now, so we will be going back to astral sorcery in due time. But okay, we've got everything. This has got plenty of starlight in it at the moment. These floating crystals are kind of nice, actually. And that's why I think I'm going to leave it here for the time being. It's a little bit of a run home, but that's okay. Okay, and then all I need to finish this is redstone. That's it. And then the auto smelt won't even matter because we're going to... I mean, I really don't want auto smelt because I like to double my stuff. But it's like, I'm mainly going to be using this to gather up blue schist. So, but the silk touch will be perfect for that. Okay, and that chest was right over here. There was that, the sun's starting to set on me. That's fine. We'll just go like that. We've got a sharpness 5, smite, a honey sandwich. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab that. I'm going to put that in there. Inferium plate, iron plate. Nothing crazy in this, but we'll come back and get that stuff later. For right now, I need redstone, so I might as well go ahead and dig down to some crystal ore, get the crystal ore, and get the redstone while I'm down there. Oh, that's a mousy boss down there. Actually, this is kind of nice because there's dacite down here, which I need this stuff for the build that we're working on for the storage building, which I want to get on that. That's why I want all this blue schist. Of course, the storage building doesn't actually need, well, the exterior of it needs blue schist, but for that, I need a lot of this dacite, which it's about to be a whole lot easier to gather this stuff up. What is that? A rib fossil. Oh. There's redstone. Okay. Hey. Yeah, there's the mousy boss over there. Technically, we could take that thing out, but I don't have any inventory space. Of course, I never have inventory space. I know where gray wax at. That should be good. I'm going to have a peek around. I see prosperity. Perfect. That's what I was looking for, actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it be. But, yeah, we'll take that on later. I'm going to do the slash back. It drains a little bit of our hunger. That's fine. I was pretty far out there. Oh, I didn't get the rock. I went there for the rock crystal. And I didn't get the rock crystal. No. Oh, well. Whatever. Whatever. We've already warped back home. Anyways, we need this goes there. And then I just need the luminescence. Like that. And there we go. There is our Silky Jewel Silk Touch modifier. Perfect. And then we'll just throw this onto our hammer, which means I'm not going to have to smelt all this stuff whenever I collect it. So, wow, this actually has a lot of stuff going on it. Botanical, ecological, momentum, prosperous, rideable, hastest, and silk touch. That's good. And I'm hoping that we'll be mining enough with it that the prosperous will actually kick in quite a bit. And then we'll have an even better prosperous on the sword, which I think it does take that into account, that it's going to be a better one, if I recall correctly. So, okay, I'm actually running around. I went back to that chest that we went to before, and I got those Inferium plates that we left behind. And I was out here kind of exploring, because I actually need one more Inferium plate. And I was just thinking, there might be some in the loot bags that are in the dump chests. I'm not for sure, because I need to empty those out. But right here, I found Inferium plates. Because we're going to be making something here in just a minute. I'm actually cutting for a minute, because I'm just kind of running around gathering up some stuff. Or I was looking for some stuff, but there's actually some really good stuff in here that I wouldn't mind having, but I don't have the inventory space for it. I'm just going to mark it. I'll come back, I suppose, and I'm going to dump this stuff into there. I'll actually take those with me. That and that. That's about the most useful things, I think. This is like a little villager building, I don't know. And he actually pays emeralds for paper, which is kind of cool. We may end up using that, but anyways, I'm going to warp back. I died, by the way. You may notice my XP went down. It was a zombie, and he like two-shotted me. I came back, and I got revenge on him, but yeah, he was pretty tough, actually. But yeah, I've got some loot bags in this stuff, which I need to go through, but I was wanting to gather up some more essence and some other things, because we're going to make one other thing. I know the episode's running a little bit long, but there's one other thing I want to just go ahead and get this episode while we're doing this stuff, because it kind of ties into it nicely, and it would be kind of useful for us to get it. And that is the Magma Anvil. I'd like to get the Powered Diamond Anvil, but it's a little bit beyond our means at the moment. But the Magma Anvil is very doable. Copper tank. I'm going to have to make one of these. Oh, wait. No, that's hardened glass. But I got a copper tank, though, from a quest reward. So I guess I'm going to have to use that one. I was thinking they were a little bit cheaper than that. But anyways, that's why I was out collecting plates. I'm going to have to basically empty out the one that we've got that has the... I'm going to need to melt more gold down. This one over here that's got all of this stuff, this one, with all the creosote in it, I need to empty this out. And we're going to have to get ourselves 5 pieces of liquid magma. This stuff, let's see, it can basically spawn down around the lava layer. Like, there's some. So I'm going to make a run for this. This might be a bad idea, but I just died, so yeah, there's some right there. Yeah, let's make a run for this. I see you over there. Oh my gosh, there's so many Endermen. I would love to kill them for Ender Pearls, but okay, well, we got it. We got the liquid magma that we need. That was actually the scariest part that I was dreading the most, but it actually wasn't that bad. Okay, so now all I have to do is I have to crush up some of, I've got some slimy biomass being made. I need to get some biogas or whatever, and, or some methane gas, and then I also need to go get some buckets of lava so that we've got them, and I need to pour out 2 blocks of gold, and that's really all I gotta do now. So I'll be back once I get that stuff done, and we're ready to make the lava anvil. The magma anvil thing. Okay, by the way, when you have these tanks, something I noticed, I switched these over to 2 stone tanks, because these are very craftable for us. But if you take, and you put, like, say, copper tank right there, it's empty. We put the stone tank on top, it's going to dump all of its, they connect up, so you can see the capacity is 48,000 millibuckets, and it dumps all the liquid to the bottom one. So we can just kind of switch these around pretty easily and move the liquid that way. So this copper tank, of course, I need it for this craft right here. And I've got everything else together, and then this, I just went over to our little lava pool and gathered that up real quick. And so what we're going to do, we have to make one new tool, and that is the spanner. So let's go ahead, I'm actually out of iron ingots. So there is the spanner. It's very, very cheap to craft. And this goes in place of the pliers. And we can make the magma anvil. So there we go. I'm just going to dump those in there. And basically this is, if you recall in Enigmatica, I used the powered diamond anvil for repairing items. This is basically its brother. It's, you know, it's from Cyclic as well. And instead of power, it uses lava. So, which lava is readily available to us. We will make the powered diamond anvil later, but it's a little bit out of our price range at the moment, to say the least, because we're going to have to get into a little bit more tech stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just set this up. We'll put it in here for now, I think. That should be good. So we'll stick it right there. We're going to have our stone tank. We can actually just right click and fill it up. That's kind of cool. But we're going to put this like right there. And let me get this, our very last fluid transfer node that we've got right now. And we're just going to link that over so it can autofill this. And we're going to leave it to always on. And then what we can do is we can take like our infusion crystal and we can, oh, actually will not accept the infusion crystal. Nifty. But we can throw like the cobalt pick in there. And you can see the durability is steadily increased. Is it not? It's actually draining that. Wow, it's definitely not worth it for that. It's not really worth it for this. It's such a slow amount of durability. Wow, it feels like this is like... Let me sleep and let me go back out and get some more lava. We're going to try this again. I don't know. It felt... I know at least the Tinker's Tools, that's not an option. It's like a bucket of lava for 1 durability. It's just not even worth it. I feel like maybe it's made more expensive in this pack to where it's not usable. So I may have just wasted those materials to make that. I'm not for sure yet. I haven't decided for sure. Wow, we do so much more damage. Like one-shot the spider, the baby spiders. Oh, hey. Okay, I'm going to dump a bucket of lava into there. I'm going to set this off to the side and not connect up the transfer nodes right now. Because I want to test something. Because otherwise I might just be wasting... I was also maybe wanting to do like steel armor. This stuff is... Okay, it's actually not even craftable in this pack. Interesting. I'm actually curious as to what... Right now we have a durability of 57 on it. A bucket. Okay, it's like 100 millibuckets for 10 durability. That's not terrible. But if I just put like a bucket... Well, no, it's really not. It must have had some built up in there. So 1 bucket of lava is only 2 durability. That's horrible. Okay, yeah, that's not even useful. This is a waste. That's not... There's better ways that we can do that. Now, the powered anvil might be better, but this thing is just one big monster of a waste of time. It's so expensive. Unless we make like a lava generator or something, which we can do that, then it might be more useful. But, yeah, so I'm going to hold on to this stuff. This stuff's actually pretty good armor. I don't know. Also, there's the mystical agriculture armor, which is pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to give it some thought. We'll probably start looking at some better armor, but, yeah, using that is just not... You know, we used the power-based one in Enigmatica, which was pretty good. I don't recall the magma one taking that much lava. I've used it like once in the past. I don't recall it, or it was in Enigmatica whenever I tested with it, but I don't recall it taking that much lava, but maybe it did, but I don't know. It's a little bit steep for my blood, to be perfectly honest, so I'm gonna leave that one alone for the time being. But anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I'm going to end this one out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. Between episodes, I'm going to be building away, because I should have pretty easy blue schist and dacite, and just resources that I can gather and not have to smelt, and I can gather them quick with this hammer. It actually mines very, very fast. And next episode, we are... I'm kind of leaning towards, we're probably going to be doing some quality of life stuff, probably looking at some armor, and we need to upgrade our backpack. It's overdue. It's so overdue, so we do need to do that. So maybe some more quality of life stuff, kind of like this episode, and then after that we'll continue on with whichever direction we take next. It might even be into a little bit of tech or something. We'll see. So, but anyways, actually probably the episode after that will probably be storage building stuff, to be perfectly honest. I'll probably be working in the storage building, so we'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.